Hey guys, just wishing you guys a happy Australia Day! It's actually a very good day to celebrate because it's about, the first settlement was in 1877 from Britain. They came here and they started a whole new life here, and we came here thanking our parents for bringing us here to creating a new life for us. So happy Australia Day guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Do celebrate this day because it is a very special day, a monumental day that should never be forgotten. Anyway, today I'm going to be busy at the radio interview today with 89.3 FM, so make sure you check us out. I've got Jane, who we're going to interview her first. Wave, Jane! The camera! I'm here at 89.3 FM and we're about to start.
89.3 FM, folks, welcome back to the Three Quirks and Turk, and once again we are bringing you guys an amazing show this Friday. Happy Australia Day guys. We have a fantastic guest with us here today. We have Jane. Jane, tell us a bit about yourself, Jane. Jane is actually one of our special guests today, and also Riah, who's waiting outside in the studio, and hope you girls aren't nervous. But Jane, you're from the bush, is that right? You're actually a teacher in the bush?
Yes, I am. I'm a primary school teacher in Whoop Whoop, and yeah, it's really exciting. I've been teaching in the bush for over a year.
Fantastic, yes. And Phuong, Miss Empowerment, welcome back to 89.3 FM.
Oh, thanks, Davy. I'm so excited to be back. It's the first day of the year I'm back here with you guys.
Can you believe it?
Time has flown so quickly, hasn't it?
Yeah, what have you been up to since we've last seen?
Having a holiday, enjoying it. I've just came back from New Zealand.
Yeah.
I was there for Speakers Institute because Sam Crawford was doing a talk there.
And how was that? How was New Zealand? How was that trip?
I love New Zealand. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand, and just beautiful people there. But I didn't get to go out and about. I was just there to go for work and in and out. And yeah, I'm planning to go back. But I want to actually go back and write my book there and finish off.
Wow, how funny is that? So, a lot of people talk about New Zealand and they say New Zealand looks very similar to Australia, right?
It does.
And everything is very similar. And the food, how did you find the food over there? Was there something different, something good, or?
Oh, well, I asked the crew there what sort of food, is specialty.
Yeah.
And they said you have to try this particular special, I can't remember the name,
yeah.
but you have to go out to the countryside and they make it like down underground.
Okay.
So you can't really get it fresh in the shops, it's not the same. But the food is similar to Sydney, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because where I was down the marine, it looks like Darling Harbour here anyway.
Yeah, true.
But it's a lot more green.
It is more green, more fresh. And Maggie, welcome back. How are you doing?
Awesome!
Awesome!
Happy Australia Day!
Yes.
Oh, look, you say hi. Why are you working on something?
I know, we're so committed, folks. As always, the Three Quirks and Turk, we're like workaholic.
We love what we do, right?
We love what we do,
That's
no matter what
right.
it is. We're here to give you the best show every single week. And folks, the funny thing is, it's Australia Day. And I want to discuss this with you girls today. What does Australia mean to you? Because at the moment, there's so many issues revolving around Australia Day. And before you two came, Jane was touching base about, because Jane actually works in the Aboriginal community, teaching Aboriginal youth about education. So first, let me touch your view. What is it about Australia Day that you think that we should change the date or we shouldn't change the date, Jane?
Before working in the Aboriginal community, I really didn't think much about that, But having worked with them and learning about the culture and learning about how much it affected them, it's just made me think differently.
Yeah. While you're in the bush, right, so you've been there for a year and you're teaching a lot of these underprivileged Aboriginal students how to read and how to do maths and that.
Yeah.
In comparison to working in Sydney, is there a major difference in terms of the kids here and the bush?
You mean as in the bush in Sydney?
Yeah.
I think that the greatest difference is that we know that they're underprivileged, but the thing is that they don't want us to feel sorry for them. They want to learn as much as every other kid.
Okay.
And we need to show them that we care and that we are committed to excelling their education.
Yeah.
So what made you go all the way to the bush and do such a wonderful job? You know, like just so different to everyone else that I know of. They just want to stick to, you know, the city. For example, someone here right now, we were offered a, you know, original thing, and he didn't want to go.
Here we go. She's gonna bring it up.
Why not? It's just a different scenery, a different environment.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to pick your brain on, because I really wanted to see why this guy didn't want to take up the original offer that we had. So please enlighten us.
Well, actually, I was like that at some stage and thinking, oh, I don't want to go away from my family. And I think, well, you know, what can I do out there? You know, I would be in the middle of the bush, and, you know, how do I get out and about? And, you know, but it's a really different experience. And I've learned so much about the Aboriginal community. And what inspired me the most to get out there is my lecturer. He was absolutely amazing, and his teaching philosophy and his ideas, it really resonated with me because of my past childhood experiences. I would never, I would want every single child to be in a safe and happy environment where they're actually...
But let's go back to Australia Day. I know that, girls, I don't know what you guys are aware at the moment, is that with Australia Day, there's a lot of issues revolving around Australia Day. Should we leave Australia Day as it is, or should we change Australia Day? My personal view, right?
Do you mean the date 26th of Jan?
That's right.
Because it wasn't really the 26th of Jan, was it? It was something else.
Yeah, but the thing, what the issue is revolving around Australia Day is that people feel that we shouldn't celebrate Australia Day because it was a Captain Cook conquered Australia, the Aborigines were actually mistreated, and it was a conquering kind of a day. But in my view, it's like things are in the past. To me, Australia Day is about unity. It's about getting everyone together. We like the lamb commercial. You got the Aboriginal, you got the Asian, you got the Chinese, the Russian, all coming together. So to me, Australia Day means it's like a unity day where everyone gets together and celebrate what is a good thing about Australia.
So you think we should change the date?
No.
No, you think we should just celebrate it on the 26th?
I think so too, because the past is the past. We cannot pay for the sins of our fathers and the sins of our mothers. However, we can improve on that and open up our arms and accept everyone and celebrate today.
Preach, please, preach.
No, don't you agree?
Totally, man.
I don't see where Davy's actually coming from, because we're talking about the first fleet, which was back in 1788 from Britain. And we're celebrating them coming onto land. Yes. So when Vietnamese first boat came to Australia, we're celebrating when we came to Australia.
That's right.
So I believe that if we want to celebrate, we celebrate when we first arrive. Yes, I truly understand where the Aborigines are coming from. This is a holy land. This is where we should respect. And yes, past is the past. But we should also have another day to celebrate them.
Why not?
Exactly.
Australia is all about celebration. We've got so many days to celebrate. I just don't see why political parties need to make a big fuss and distract themselves from the bigger picture. Run the damn country. Run the damn country. Fix the country up. And Australia Day is Australia Day. If the Aboriginal community wants to celebrate their day, let's do that as well. Let's have another day to celebrate. There's no need.
We celebrate Valentine's Day.
That's right. We celebrate Queen's Day. We celebrate every day. So why not have another day for the Aboriginal? Don't you agree, Jane?
Yeah, but then I also think that Australia Day, if it's January 26th, like, we should be more educated about that, you know, so that we can show our respect and our understanding of what they've gone through. And we can't reverse that. I know that we can't reverse that.
That's right.
Don't we educate our kids?
So we go forward. We move forward to educate our kids, to educate the community, to educate the people.
See, I'd like to correct you there, Jane, is that these days when you go to a lot of government seminars and functions, they will actually stand up and they acknowledge the Aboriginal community and the land where they are. So to me, that is respect. And that is what people are doing right now. So the awareness for the Aboriginal community.
And also, it's in, like, when you do your Australian citizenship, like, they teach you that anyway.
That's right.
You know, and I think
you have to learn that.
But that's exactly right. Like, you know, you got to learn it. So then you got to pass the test. And once you pass the test, you know where the history of Australia is from. So it's kind of educating rather than, you know, the immigrants when they first came, they just, you know, be really ignorant and don't want to, you know, learn about the culture. So I think we are including it into our culture and really, like, you know, everyone understand where, you know, the originals are.
That's right.
Like pretty much the real Australians. You know, like the what do you call it? Like
they are a true Australian, right? This is their country, and I think we all respect them. We all respect them, and I always believe that every opportunity we can to educate them, give them a place, by all means we do that. But I don't think that we should divulge on the past and keep going back to the past just for someone's political gain. I think by doing that, you're starting more trouble, you're causing friction that's no need to be. Why don't we open up our arms on Australia Day?
Absolutely.
Let's have a lamb, chuck a shrimp on a barbie, and have some fun. Is that right, guys?
Awesome.
So, Ariana Grande, now we'll have a break right now, we'll be right back.
Instead of friends drink drive.
89.3 FM. You're listening to Three Quirks and a Turk, folks, and we hope you enjoyed that. That was Anaconda by Nikki. And we hope you guys enjoying your long Australia holiday. I know we do, because we're passionate what we do here. Hence the reason why we're broadcasting live. And as always, guys, it's Friday. Why be moody? Shake that booty and listen to 89.3 FM. And we're coming back to Jane. Once again, Jane, we're touching base to those who actually didn't get to listen in to our first segment. Jane here actually decided to pack her bag, hit the road, and go to the bush. As a teacher, what inspired her most was her university lecturer who taught you something, and you decided, you know what? I am going to give Sydney the flick. I'm going to pack my bag and go into the bush. So let us know, why are you doing that, and what are you inspired so much by teaching these Aboriginal students in the bush?
I was inspired by my lecturers as he was working in all those different Aboriginal communities and all over Australia pretty much. And I thought the greatest philosophy is like, you need to show children that you care. And because that Aboriginal people, Aboriginal children are really, really disadvantaged. Most of them live in the middle of nowhere, in the bush, and it's really hard to actually have an education. So why should they actually be disadvantaged just because of where they live and just because of their socio-economic status?
And when did you actually decide to pack up and leave? How long ago was this?
This was about a year and a half ago.
Yeah. You never look back since then?
No.
No?
You're a very brave person to just decide, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go, because, a lot of Asians don't want to get out of Bankstown.
Hell no.
But for you to actually just get up and go, now, your first experience with the Aboriginal children, which part of Australia were you in? Which city or suburb?
More like town.
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 Town. It's not a country yet. It's a town.
My first experience was actually at Walgett.
Walgett, is it?
Yeah, and Walgett is like about a 7.5 hour drive from Sydney.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't fly there. There's no airport or anything there.
You probably need to fly to a regional town.
You have to fly from Sydney to Dubbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then drive from Dubbo to Walgett, which is another 3 hours.
Okay.
All right, and you went in and you taught these kids
Yeah.
straight off. And how many kids did you have under your wings?
About 20 kids.
Wow.
You had 20 kids, all right.
Yeah.
And what were you teaching them?
I pretty much teach it all rounder. Maths, English. I teach them creative arts and music as well, because Aboriginal people love music.
Yeah.
And that's how they channel their energy. And
Do you know how to play the didgeridoo, or is that what you call it?
Didgeridoo.
The didgeridoo? No. Have you not learned how to do it? Because that's an art form in itself, you know that?
But then I also heard that if a woman plays a didgeridoo,
Yeah.
it would affect like fertility.
Is
I heard that too. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a myth though, you reckon?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I've not experienced it. But
Yeah, okay. Because I see a lot of tourists who actually come to Australia, especially ladies.
Yeah.
They actually buy this didgeridoo and they actually blow on it and take it home as a souvenir. But folks, there you go. If you're a female, do not use the didgeridoo because that might affect your childhood or even having babies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
having
you
a
don't
baby in
wanna
the
have
future.
kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what about food? I'm fascinated with food, right, Jane? I love food. And, have you tried Aboriginal grub? Is that a little white worm thing? Have you tried that?
No, we don't do that these days.
No?
No.
But don't they go... So tell me about... I'm trying to picture to our listeners up there the Aboriginal lifestyle. What would you do when you first thing you wake up in the morning? Do you go out hunting still? Like they go out there in the bush, hunt for food and stuff like that still?
No, they don't do that anymore.
They go to Kmart's and Woolworths
the
now?
first Kmart? What's Kmart?
Or Woolworths,
What's
buy the
Woolworths?
food? No.
Haven't got that
Corner?
far out
No.
yet.
So what do they have there?
They have like this little supermarket.
Yeah.
There's only the one supermarket,
Okay.
one chemist, one service station,
Okay.
one post office, and that's pretty much about
That's
it.
pretty much it.
And what's the population out there?
Population at the moment from where I am teaching
Yeah.
right now is about 750.
Wow, that's quite a large
And
population.
actually the town itself, Colorado is actually only 150 years. It just turned 150 years.
So how many teachers are there teaching in the school? Is there like a few teachers teaching? Yeah. Okay.
About 20 or 30 or so teachers and supporters.
You mentioned music. Like, what kind of music do you teach your students? You teach them like hip hop, R&B, techno, or what kind of music do you teach them?
I teach them keyboard. I teach them keyboard, and like I try to integrate music into mathematics and literacy.
Okay.
And then sometimes for an assessment, I would actually get them to make up their own songs to prove to me that they have learned the concept throughout, whatever it may be, that they've learned the concept.
You know, like, I'm sorry, you were saying something there?
Oh, no, I was going to say, if I was going to be a teacher,
Yeah.
I would want to teach kids art. Because I'm a big visual art person.
Yeah.
I love getting my hands dirty, painting, charcoal, everything, because, you know when we had Jimmy and Curie here, the creative brain, right?
That's right.
Always improve on your creative brain. And
That's
I love expressing through art and,
Actually, funny you should say that, because art is really big in the Aboriginal culture, and
absolutely.
every single week we have specialized art teachers every Saturday or Wednesday or something like that. The kids come and they learn about the Aboriginal art and what all these signs and symbols actually even mean to tell a story. They are really, really rich in their storytelling. In the Dreamtime stories and everything like that.
Can you do me a favour when you actually go home, Jane? Because I'm always fascinated with Aboriginal arts. Would you be able to actually get the students to do something for the 89.3?
Okay,
that would be sure.
You know, either some sort of painting or 89.3 or 3 quirks and turp, whatever it is. I'd love to be able to actually showcase that, put it onto our website, and even hang it up here to just promote the Aboriginal art and their community. So can you do that for us?
That is for certain.
Thank you.
Lovely.
It's on record too, okay? Remember that,
I'm really excited about that, actually.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. So that's your challenge. Come back to me with some nice Aboriginal art painting, express post, whatever. I'll pay for that, not a problem. But we love to be able to see that. But also to me, I respect that. You know, like, I always respect the other culture, always respect the other religion. To me, I'm a man who respects everyone's religions and their belief. So to me, I know that there's a lot of issues with Australia Day. Let's just focus on the positive side, right? Why focus on the negative? It's 200-300 years ago. Let bygone be bygone. We all are brothers and sisters now. Let's sit down, have a barbecue, chuck a shrimp on there, have some lamb, and let's just talk about the future. You know what I'm saying?
And have some lamb.
And have some lamb. Chuck some lamb on the barbecue. You know what I mean? There's no need to go back about the past. No need. So tell me about, in terms of shopping, you mentioned there isn't much shopping. I can imagine Phuong would struggle there because she loves to shop.
You know what?
You would
It's
love-
online shopping now.
Oh, but delivery might not happen.
No, we can't get anything delivered at our place. You always have to pick it up at the post office. And you know what? Woolworths, they don't deliver to our area.
Wow, okay. So
They don't even deliver.
is that too far or?
Yeah.
So how do you get your food and groceries to a horse? You go, on your horse and go up there and
Well,
pick up the depot.
they've got a grocery store.
Yeah, but it's a small grocery store. What if you need something different, like if you feel like pumpkin
Lasagna.
soup or lasagna? Do you jump on a horse and go to the next town, which is like 500 miles away, just get lasagna?
Actually, the nearest Woolworths is about an hour and a half away.
That's a bloody long. That's a long horse trip, don't you think? An hour and a half away.
That you'd have to pack for 1 month.
Oh,
Yeah, but actually, that's what I do.
Oh,
That's what I do.
I feel like that place wouldn't be for me because I'll probably not last the whole day.
Well, no. But the thing is, when you want to make a difference, and this is what your purpose is, you will make things happen for you, right?
No problem with that.
Yeah. So you're gonna be living like a minimalist. That's how I
would struggle.
I mean, actually, I used to spend a lot,
Yeah.
you know, when I was down in Sydney. But when I'm out in the bush,
Well, what's there to spend?
Really,
it's not like you have Westfield around the bush or a corner somewhere.
Well, who are you going to show off to?
That's right. You know, there's no Westfield there. There's no Glory Jean. I would struggle.
No.
I need my Glory Jean three times a day.
But you know what? You'll have a lot of stories to share. You're sitting around campfire.
An elderly Asian Davy.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
I've learned so much life skills just by being up there, surviving all by myself.
What sort of life skills, Jane? Tell me.
You know, Mum used to cook everything.
Yeah.
And she used to do everything, but hey, you know, Mum's not up there, so I have to do everything myself.
So cooking.
Yeah.
With cooking, you have the internet, you have everything that you just want. But then sometimes, like, you know, you have to
when
modify
you say
the
cooking,
recipes.
when you mention cooking, I can't visualize cooking in the bush, right? Do you have a typical oven?
I'm sure she does. I'm sure you've got a kitchen, right?
But then she doesn't have all the ingredients. So what you do, you go down to the bush and you pick out like the fresh herbs and the nuts and then you cook with that. Because I can't imagine you have fish sauce there, soy sauce and all that. So what do you do with sauce? Is there such a thing, or you cook very bland kind of food?
No sauce.
No?
But the thing is, like, well, you know, you get what you can from the supermarket and what you want or that you can't have.
You're gonna have.
You just improvise.
No, Davy will have this pantry size of, I don't know, 5 foot long. He's gonna stock it with soy sauce, fish sauce, and everything. Yeah. Just so that he's prepared.
I do sometimes miss it though.
Yeah. You know what? Phuong? This just gave me an idea. I might talk to Channel 9 about doing a road trip down there.
Out back.
Out back to do a cooking show. Because I was part of Channel 9 cooking show, right? And I'm always interested in food. To me, food is art, food is love, everything about food.
Yes.
So this is something I always I'm fascinated with the Aboriginal community because I actually want to explore the history behind the food and what's good, what's not good, and they actually go out there exploring and catching the food and cooking it.
Yeah.
I would love to do that one day, folks, you know. But Jane, thank you so much for coming in here today with us and sharing your journey and telling us about your bush trip and all that. And we'd love to invite you back again. And, you know, by all means, live your dream. This is what you wanted to do. Is that right?
Yes.
You don't miss Sydney at all?
No.
That's good. I know I'll miss Sydney. I'll miss my coffee. I'll take the hat off to you. You're a braver person than me. You know, so thank you so much for coming into our studio today. And we wish you the best luck in the future, Jane.
Yeah, Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Jane.
No worries, folks. You're listening to 89.3 FM. The weather is 33 degrees, Saturday is 32 degrees, and Sunday 31 degrees. Right now, we're going to have The Killest Human. Good, that's it.
I've got Riah here. She's about to play her guitar. Live soon. And she's got a beautiful voice on her. She's only 17. How talented! I'm live.
89.3 FM, folks, and welcome back. That was Stand By Me remix, and hope you girls enjoyed it. How was that? Did you girls like that?
Oh, I loved it.
I love that song, and the fact is that they're doing a re-hit now and a recover of all the old songs are coming back. I love all the old stuff, you know what I mean? Riah, welcome to 89.3 FM.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. She's got her beautiful guitar here too.
Yes. You know the funny story, right? It's like, I think about 2-3 years ago, Riah was actually performing at Westfield. Just to let our listeners know what happened, right? And Sandra and my girls walked past and I thought, wow, this girl can sing.
Wow.
You know? and then did they give you my card?
Yeah, I got your card.
Yes, that's right. They gave her my card. So then I contacted, because I organise a talent quest show every year, and then I contacted Riah and I said, okay, I mean obviously a lot of people actually love her voice, her singing, and to me, I listen to a lot of singers, I listen to a lot of artists here and there, right? So I thought I'll give her a chance. So I actually contacted her and get her involved into this talent quest. Did you actually win the talent quest?
I think I was second.
She came second,
yeah.
wasn't she? She actually,
when was this at the
Fairfield Showground.
Yeah.
And
No, it was the year
year before that. And she came second. And then just to be able to see her singing live with the guitar and standing there, it was amazing.
So what did you do at the Westfield that caught Davy's eyes?
Well, I don't know.
It was her voice.
It was her voice.
Maybe. I don't even remember what song I was singing because I just try and get out there
And
and
where do you sing that? Like, where do you do the busking?
Just anywhere I can get in, and the Liverpool Westfields they were promoting come here and busk. I was like, yep, I'm coming.
Why not?
Have you done it on Pitt Street? Because they're on Pitt Street.
No, I have never, but because I've just come back from overseas, so I'm looking into it right now. I know there's a whole heap of busking license.
Oh, you have to have a license.
Really?
Yeah.
License?
So it's lucky at the Liverpool place I didn't need one.
In Westfield, I didn't actually require...
No, in Westfield.
Wow.
So
But if you do it down Pitt Street Mall Way, there's a lot of traffic.
I know.
And I'm one of those people who have to stop and listen to these people because that hall, down that road, it's just this wind that comes through, and your voice just carries through.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You have to have good speakers and good sound system.
But tell me that, like, what happened? Did you wake up one morning and you realise I can sing like a bird, like I can sing like an angel? What happened? Did you actually have to go to school to learn these things?
It wasn't like that at all. Since I was little, I've always loved singing. And actually, the first person I ever sang to was my pop, and I used to he's a painter, and I used to always sing to him when he painted, and he used to tell my parents, you know what, she's got an alright voice.
How old were you? Sorry.
Oh, I would have been like 5,
Oh, okay,
4 or 5. I was little, and at first, my parents didn't want me to go into singing. My mum was like to me, don't you want to be a dancer instead? She was so nervous for me to get up on my own
Typical
and
parents,
sing.
right? By the way, your parents in the next studio and they're laughing at you right there.
She's like, why don't you just dance in a group or something? I don't want to dance.
You know, but the funny thing is, like, a lot of migrant families don't want their kids to be able to become a singer or a dancer because they always want them to be an accountant, a doctor, a lawyer. Is that your case in your family as well?
No, not at all. My parents have always been really supportive in the fields we choose, and it doesn't necessarily matter what it is, but as long as we give 100% and we show work ethic and we put in the hours, then they'll support whatever that is.
That's awesome, because not much parents are like that, you know.
No.
Your siblings, what do they like? Do they need some kind of like creative?
Yeah, well, it's a tough competition actually because
Really?
my oldest brother, he's studying law, so he's got the brains in the family, and my little brother plays soccer, and so he's overseas. He's just come back. He's going back again. So.
And then you're a singer.
And then I'm a singer. Yeah.
Wow, talk about so different. You got like a legal. You've got a soccer player and a singer.
Yeah. Do you have different skills and different talents?
So we can see you on the screen.
Unbelievable.
Okay, or you want to move that way?
That way.
This
way. That's fine.
Move on.
You know, Riah, like the funny thing was I was actually going to engage your service about a year ago, and I wish you didn't actually go overseas because during that event that we organised, there were 2 producers, music producers from one of the Channel 10. And we actually invited him down there, and I thought, you know what, I'll bring you in so he actually can listen to you singing, and there's a few other young artists to perform. Right. When I contacted you, you told me you overseas, I was gutted.
Oh
no, I'm gutted.
You know, because these guys always love to give young artists an opportunity to actually perform and do something great out this area.
Yeah.
And when I told him about you, and he goes, well, I'd love to meet her, I want to see what she can do. And I contacted you, and you said, I'm sorry, I'm overseas. I'm like, damn, you just basically missed out on a great opportunity like that, you know.
So
but it doesn't matter.
Was that for a death festival?
No, this is another event. This is another event. It was more like a cocktail for like all the business people in the city, and we wanted like a nice, close, knit community. All the bosses get together, cocktail, and then we wanted something like a cocktail music. And I heard her singing before, so I thought that's correct. Okay. And that's why I contacted Riah to perform, but then she mentioned that she was overseas. I thought, oh, what a bummer. But you know, opportunities do happen. You know, like if you're out there constantly doing what you love, then opportunities will definitely come.
Yeah, sometimes things don't happen for a reason, and I'm sure another opportunity will present itself.
For sure.
Yeah, but when you're on momentum, when you're in flow, opportunities does come to your door, but it's about law of attraction too. Yeah. So you have to bring that out and go, I'm ready. Hear me roar, really.
Yeah. Can we hear you sing?
Yeah, it's actually,
Can we do that now?
All right, let's do that. Let's do that. I was going to go into intermission, but you know what? Heck the intermission. And
she can be the intermission.
You can be the intermission. Okay, Riah, so you actually write your own song, is that right? Or?
Yeah, I'm a songwriter, but I cover lots of different things, and My main genre is sort of folk country.
Okay.
But, you know, also there's a bit of that pop intertwined.
Yeah,
and things like that.
awesome. So what would you like to sing for us
Well,
today?
I'm actually going to be doing a Leonard Cohen tribute today of the song
okay.
Hallelujah.
Oh, I love Hallelujah. Okay,
Yeah,
ready?
so,
Whenever
I'm
you're ready.
Okay. I heard there was a secret chord, a day played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Faith is strong, but you need a proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your head, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, baby, I've been there before. I've known this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew ya. I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march, it's a code and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
How good was that, folks?
Oh,
Riah, that is fascinating. See, girls, I told you, her voice is like an angel, mate. I'm telling you.
It's so amazing.
And,
Thank you.
And not
Such
often.
talent.
It is, isn't it? I wish I can sing like you, you know? Because every time I sing, the window starts to crack.
But then who's gonna be you if you're gonna be someone else?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
I've
That's
just,
true.
I just had like goosebumps going
Yeah,
down my
totally.
spine, and I'm just absolutely grateful to hear and
Yeah.
listen to
Oh, well,
you.
thank you for having me and listening.
Yeah.
And having us
It's an honour
laugh. Can
as
you do
well.
it again later? And we'll talk less this time. Like
What was going through? Like, I want to know something though. Like that song, there's a lot of cover with that song,
There is.
right? What made you decide to do this particular song?
Because I think for the most people say it's such a moving song and what it sings about and the word Alleluia, you know, it's a word of praise, and I think it's a really beautiful. It's such a moving song, and it's well known all over the world, and I don't know, I
So
like
you know,
singing.
like I can't imagine you walking around the house and practicing. Like your parents at a young age, they actually encourage you to pursue your dream. So when you do practice, do you actually go into a separate room and close the door and practice singing and all that? Is that how it works in your
that's
house?
generally what happens, and then I'll come away a few hours later and be like, listen to this, and my brother's like telling me to stop singing.
So how many hours would you do a day to master your craft?
Well, for a solid 3-4 years I've been practicing about 2 hours every afternoon because I had to fit in school, and then on top of that, you know, my lessons, but 2 hours every day, including vocals and guitar.
And how, and in your lessons, like how often are they, and how long do they
I
go
usually
for?
will have them once a week, because the thing is, when you have lessons, you know, and you're being trained, you're taught something, and then the only way you improve is go away and work at it.
Absolutely.
So, and I think that's the biggest thing which has helped me get to this stage.
Folks, 89.3 FM, and that was Riah. Now, let's give you guys something to start the weekend. Megan, trainer, dear future husband. We'll be right back after this. Awesome. Welcome back, 89.3 FM. As always, guys, you are listening to the very best radio out west here today, and we have I was fascinated by Riah, our famous singer here, the song Hallelujah, that just blows me away, you know. And I hope that our listeners also enjoy that song. How did you girls feel after that, hearing that live version?
I want to hear more. I want to stop talking and just sit here and just enjoy like a personal private concert.
Like I said, I felt goosebumps. She's got this deep,
so good.
soulful voice, which is
very soulful. Like
she's got that very energetic voice, you know what I mean? And sometimes when you see an artist perform on stage, you can see that they're actually thinking with the instruments, and actually there's a lot of things going in their mind, right? Is that what's going through your mind, Riah, when you're actually singing and performing? What's going through your mind when you're out there performing?
Not really. I think it generally depends on how well I know the song also, but most of my songs that I do sing live, like I've mastered well enough to the point where I try to, you know, feel the song and, you know, bring emotion into it. So I hope that's what I did just then.
No, you did an amazing job. Are you going to be singing the one that you actually, because you said you're a songwriter yourself as well?
Yes, I am.
Can we listen to that now?
Ooh, sure, if you like to.
So before we go into that, like, is there a certain type of song or type of era that you like to actually write about?
I don't know. I just tend to write about, you know, things that are happening in my life and around me. And actually, I moved overseas to do an exchange last year, and I went to Spain because I really wanted to learn another language, and I loved the Spanish language and the culture. So I went there, and I mean, it was an amazing experience, but it was definitely a hard experience. You know, I was there on my own without any family, and that was definitely a perfect scenario for me.
Well, if I was your father, I know he's listening, I would not let you go over Spain by yourself. How long were you there for? 1 year?
Yeah, almost.
Oh, wow.
It's a school thing though.
It was an exchange and I went to school, but eventually they met me over there, so I was happy.
Was there a lot of parties and all that? You can't answer that because your parents
not
up
at
there.
all. Just study.
Or study, hard work.
Alright, let's listen to stand up
let's
so we can have you on Facebook Live, and so that Davy, hand your mic over.
You're going to ready for another song. So, folks, Riah's going to sing us another song. So, can you tell us about this song you're going to be performing?
What's the name and how did you write that?
Okay,
and how long did it take you?
It's actually crazy because sometimes songs that I write, some of my best songs I can write in 30 minutes, and then sometimes it takes me days, or I'll write a little bit and pick it up months later. It really just depends.
Yeah. So do you go through a stage where you just go blank? You want to write something, but you just can't put any words
all the time, and it's so frustrating. But then sometimes you'll think of a little riff or a little melody, or you work out something on my guitar, and then all of a sudden something will just click to me. Sometimes I've been in the car and I've literally been like, oh my god, that sounds so good, and quickly write down lyrics.
So how long did this one, the one that you're about to sing?
The one I'm about to sing is called Camden. And Camden is where I'm from, so I thought what better way than to show where I come from.
Yes.
And this song I actually wrote when I was overseas and I was feeling quite homesick. So I was reminiscing, I guess, in some sense. So
let's hear it then.
Let's hear it.
Folks, this is Riah, and she's going to perform live a song called Camden.
Woohoo! Stand up, stand up.
That's right.
We can't see you on Facebook.
Oh, Camden's where I'm from, a place where I belong, with a home by the river, but it's just not that. Some things go way back. Oh, Camden's on the map, southwest in the old outback. Oh, my home by the river, it's my safekeeping with a family, and we all have dreams, and mine starts right here. So just keep listening for the story. For the story. Oh, I've traveled around the world. I've seen places that's got me curled. Landscapes of beauty, pathways for life. But I didn't feel whole, I just wanted to cry. Oh, my family, they weren't there. Without my best friend, nothing to share. Oh, my home by the river, could you please come by? Let's have a chat. Oh, my home by the river, it's my safekeeping with a family, and we all have dreams, and mine starts right here. So just keep listening for the story. For the story. Oh, my home by the river, it's my safekeeping with a family, and we all have dreams, and mine starts right here. So just keep listening for the story.
Fabulous.
Amazing.
Wow.
You know what? I listen on like I could tell what the listener is actually listening to. It's actually not as good as like when I took off my headphones. Like I actually see, I can hear and feel the vibration of your voice coming through. But on the headphones, you're missing out, buddy.
It's live, you know.
Yeah.
That's why
Live
I
is
say live
amazing.
music is
Yeah.
amazing. You know what I mean? And you know, this is interesting thing. Maybe later on, we should organise like a special gathering here, and we'll invite a few guests, and then we can have a little talent here and perform live.
For sure, that would be
and
amazing.
invite you back. But by listening to that, it feels like home. I want to go. I want to go home to Camden. And
Here's my home.
yeah, and I can visualize that, you know, rolling hills, green, trees, nice cafe. So is that why you wrote this song? Because you miss home?
Yeah, 100%. And
Wow.
not necessarily, well, actually, yes, the area, but you know, my actual home, my bedroom, my where I've grown up. You know, there's no better feeling like.
Have you spoken to your mayor in Camden to actually have that song listed on? Welcome back at 89.3 FM, and that was a very good song, guys. And I've just forgot what it is, eh? OMI Cheerleader. You like that song, Maggie?
Oh, not really.
No? Okay. At least you're honest. The weather, guys, is Friday 26 today. 33 degrees outside. It's actually quite hot. Saturday is 32 degrees and Sunday 31 degrees, folks. It's a long weekend. We hope you enjoy Australia Day, and we hope you enjoy the bloody barbecue out there, because we're missing out. And a nice cold beer will go down really well today, guys.
I'm glad it's not like overly hot.
At least you have air conditioning here.
Yeah,
That's
totally,
true. That's
totally.
true. You know, but you know, folks, we really enjoy having Riah here today, singing and doing what she loves, and that's what we're all about here. Is actually encouraging our listeners to reach out for the stars, do what you love, and put everything aside and fight for your dreams. And that is something that Riah is actually doing. She traveled overseas for what, a year, a year and a half. She misses home, and she comes up with a wonderful song called Camden. Now that is
how long was that? Like, so how long ago was that when you went to Italy?
Well, I went to Spain, and
sorry.
I actually just got back just before Christmas. So yeah. It hasn't been long since I've been back, so I'm getting back in, trying to get back into the groove of things, and yeah, it definitely felt strange at first.
I can imagine it. The food, let's talk about food. I'm a man who loves my food, right? So what was food like over in Spain?
Oh, it makes you fat, that's for sure.
Yeah. Do you like asado? You like the asado?
Asado, that's that tomato.
No, you know the beef, the asado, and then they barbecue it, and then they put like oregano, or I think it was coriander.
I don't know, maybe it's something from the south of Spain, I don't know.
So what kind of food did you explore when you were there?
Tortilla?
What's that? Tortilla?
It's like potato and like egg, and they chop it up, and it's almost like an omelette kind of thing. But it's so good.
So it's got potatoes in there and eggs?
Yeah, and eggs and onion, and it depends what you do. They harmon, which is like a Spanish ham sort of thing.
Okay.
It's so good.
And what's your background?
I'm actually, well, my father's Croatian, but my mum's English-Irish, so our family's definitely, like, everything's about food. It's like, let's figure out, what are we eating today?
Your dad would love rakia, right? Like
rakia, yes, rakia.
Yeah. My best friend is also from your country, and when I stay with him, the first thing we have when we first wake up is rakia for breakfast.
Rakia, aka acetone.
Yeah, it's like, it is so strong. You drink it, and it just washes whole bloody system. It's like drinking methylated spirit. Those guys are crazy, I tell you what. But it tastes good. It tastes good. But you know, let's go back to the food. So, did you actually learn how to cook any food over there and come back surprise your family?
Yeah, I did learn how to cook, but I haven't surprised them yet. I did learn a few Spanish songs, so I surprised them with that.
Wow. Well, you want to sing a Spanish song for us next, or?
I have a better one in mind.
Okay.
In English.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, folks. You're listening to
go.
89.3 Fan. What we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put Riah's details onto our private video on social media, and then we can share that as well. So if you want her to perform at your functions, your weddings, you know what? Reach out to her. I'll guarantee you.
Won't be disappointed.
You won't be disappointed.
Riah Facebook.
Yeah. So what was that again? Your Facebook?
Riah Brisic. My name's Briss. My last name's Brisic.
Okay, you want to spell it?
BRCIC. It's a bit of a tongue tie for most people the way it's spelled, but I always thought about changing it, but then at the end of the day, it's my identity. It's my name, so I'm gonna keep it.
Don't change your name, because I regret it, right? My name isn't Davy, right? My name is called Van Long Nguyen, right? And back then, they used to tease me, call me the Van is long. And I regret it ever since. So do never ever change your name, right? Alright, so let's start with your song. What's the title of your song, and what's the meaning behind this song?
Well, this song's actually a covered song. It's the song Pumped Up Kicks by the Foster People. And I don't know, hopefully my rendition does it justice. And it's a bit more of an upbeat song, so everyone enjoy.
Great.
Awesome.
Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room. He won't tell you his plans. He's got a rolled cigarette hanging out his mouth. He's a cowboy kid and found a six-shooter gun in his dad's closet, hidden in a box of fun things, and I don't even know why. But he's coming for you, yeah, he's coming for you. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run faster than my bullet. Daddy works a long day, and he's coming home late, yeah, he's coming home late. He's bringing me a silk
amazing, eh?
No.
What better way to celebrate Australia Day than having Riah singing live?
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Good. It's like a rush.
It's in your element.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, were you nervous when you walked into the studio?
You know what? I'm actually quite surprised because when I was younger, I used to get nervous, but I tend to handle mine.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone gets nervous, but generally when I get up and sing, I don't get nervous.
Yeah.
I'm just, it's sort of, you know, it comes natural sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I walked in, I was like, oh my god, they're actually on live radio. I was like, oh my god. I'm fine now. I won't.
You're fine. You're good now. You know.
Did he scare you off?
No.
She's still here. She's still
Yeah,
here.
I'm still here.
You know, I can see your future is going to be very bright.
I
Riah,
know.
You know, your
It's
future is going to be so
Thank
bright.
you so much.
You
Thank
know,
you.
and I there's a lot of people out there doing what you do, and a lot of them give up halfway. My one word advice to you is never give up. Because sometimes one door closed, that might be 2, 3 doors will open for you. And I think a lot of young people these days, they tend to give up too easily.
That's right.
You know, and if that's your dream, that's your passion, you keep fighting.
Keep going.
You know, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. Just remember that. And look, these studios here, we're more than welcome you back next time to help promote you and push you out there. Because I see that you've got so much potential. And you know, thank you so much for coming here with us today, and we wish you the best for the future, okay?
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, folks. You're listening to 89.3 FM, and the weather's looking quite hot, 33 degrees. Saturday is 32, Sunday's 31. We'll be right back after this. Thank you so much. Let's take a quick photo. Yeah. Take a photo with mum and dad as well. All right, let's go take a quick photo.
Wasn't that fantastic? My goodness,
Welcome back, folks. 89.3 FM. Phuong, I think you got a message out there for our listeners, right?
Just hoping that you guys are staying safe, because Australia Day is a very important day. It's monumental.
Yes.
And we have to celebrate life every day anyway, but today is another special day. But I also want to do a big shout out to Sam Cawthorne, who's my mentor and my leader and my boss. He's actually named Australian of the Year.
Oh, is he?
Really?
Yeah, well done.
Congratulations!
We might have to bring him in here and have a chat to him.
I've been trying to get him in here, but he's
Yes.
just had a full-on schedule this year. We're flying to Singapore, London.
Wow.
We're flying interstate, but yeah, we'll have to try to get him in.
We'll have to,
Yeah.
we'll have to.
You're going?
Yes, I'm going. He's taking
That's
me with him.
awesome.
He's taking me everywhere.
Nice. How cool is that, eh? Folks, you know, there's a lot of, like, us girls and us guys, we every year when you want to buy someone a present,
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
the best thing to do is give a gift cards, right?
Okay.
Do you girls do that? You actually give gift cards because you don't know what to buy for your friends and your family. Wouldn't that be the easiest thing? Is actually buy someone a gift card?
Yes.
It is, and also it's the laziest as well.
Yeah. Why is that, Maggie? Why is the laziest that
Well,
you give
because the
gift
thing
cards?
is, like, you know, we don't, like, I think it's the little things that, you know, we like, if someone gives us something that we love, it also means that that person is actually paying attention to, you know, whenever you say you like something, or like you're actually going out there to actually find out without the other person knowing. Do you know what I mean? It's like I read in one of the books, and it says, like, you know, if you just ask somebody that, you know, like, what would you like to be written on your tombstone, right, when you die? And then they would say, you know, I want to be remembered for, you know, being a great parent, or, you know, like, you know, I want my talent to get out there, I want to brighten up people's lives and stuff. And then 3 weeks later, you note it down, and then you bring it in conversation, and that person will genuinely feel like you've been listening.
Yeah.
You know, because you're actually going out there and asking what it is that really means to them. So I think gift cards is also the same.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know about getting, like, the value of it. Like, what do you think?
You know what? It's also, we don't have time.
Yeah.
We don't have time to go out and shop. And it is so strange, but you know which friends are tuning into you and taking the time out, because gifts is very important. Wrapping is important as well. People are being lazy wrapping. But I think that we should take the time out, because you have to pay for this gift. You have to go out of your way.
That's correct. Absolutely.
And gift of giving, what you know, the meaning of that is it's lost now.
Absolutely, and like unwrapping the present has a freaking joy in itself. Don't you agree?
That's right. Funny though, like, you're right, girls. In a point is that sometimes it's good to actually buy a gift cards, and because we don't have the time. We are a lot of us these days, I guess, are time poor, isn't it right, girls?
Yeah.
Time poor.
I think when someone say they don't have time, which means that they don't put that as their priority.
Yes.
Like if you are courting a girl, would you say you don't have time to buy her a gift?
Yeah.
You would not say that.
No, but you're giving her a gift cards, right?
No, but that's exactly what I'm saying.
From a man's point of view, here we go again. From a man's point of view, right?
Go on, I want to hear this.
Look. From a man's point of view, you girls are so picky and so pedantic. It's not funny. Do you know how hard it is for a guy to go out there and buy something for the girl as a present?
And it's not even a card. Like, you know what Dewey did for me one time? One time he bought a journal, like just a notebook, and in there he spent a month prior to Christmas, and every day he would write one thought, like, you know, at work, what he thought about me, and then he write it, and then you turn the page, and it made me cry because it's like a whole month. Every single page is probably like, you know, a few words or whatever, or like a little stick drawing, but it's like a whole month's worth of prepping and wrapping that up, and that's what he gave me, and I'm like, that's just like, how much does that cost?
I think that just been a class, right?
That is priceless.
Do you know what I mean? And then there was another time when he did pieces of paper and he would staple it, and he goes 10 things that Maggie loves or something, and then in there he would go through, you know, what the things he draw, like like the Chanel symbol and stuff like that. It doesn't cost anything.
Davey, are you saying that people these days, we're talking about couples?
Yes.
They're giving each other gift cards. Wow.
See, what's also happening, right? The reason why I brought this up, girls, is because...
Is that because you're doing it and you're asking for approval?
Advice.
I don't need advice. I know for a fact, because you girls are so damn picky, I'll give you a $200 a gift card, and at least you go out there and you buy what you want.
What's so cheap? Oh, things have changed.
Things have changed a lot. Because, you know, the way I looked at it, right, is that I wouldn't know what kind of colour you like, right? I wouldn't know what size you want.
attention.
Right? I wouldn't know what style you want, because there's so many things out there.
When I go back into the dating field again, I'll let you know if I get a gift card. I just find that weird. I've never heard of it.
Oh.
See, amongst our girls, every year we celebrate each other's birthday. So one year we'll go, okay, let's get each other watches. We all have to become into agreement, and we choose our watches, and then we go out and purchase it for them, right? So we all get watches that year. The next year we'll get something, a pair of shoes, right?
Yeah.
And we're in the same alignment, which is a good thing. So with couples thing, this whole gift card, you know, corporate companies are doing it more.
Yes.
And I mean, corporate, I get it. I mean, like, they're not going to spend time and go, ooh, you know, my 500 employees, what would they like for Christmas, you know?
That's a lot,
See,
it's a lot.
It would be easier if you girls tell us guys, okay, honey, I want a watch, which Phuong you just mentioned. You know, every year you buy something. Wouldn't it be much easier?
But listen, do you not ever go shopping with your wife? Or, no, I can't say wife, your partner.
Don't go there, mate. We're married, alright, we've got kids, and that's fine. When we do go shopping, I drop her at the shop, I'm in the cafe, drinking my latte.
So if you go with her, and if you really want to pay attention, you know what kind of top that she wears. Oh, I like that top.
No.
Right?
No.
Or ask the kids. Or ask the kids.
Yeah.
Siobhan, jump onto the mic, Siobhan. Let's answer this. Hello, Siobhan. This is my youngest daughter. How are you, darling?
I'm good.
Do you agree with these two ladies?
No.
Thank you. Why don't you agree with these two ladies, though?
Because girls change their mind a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. And it can be very confusing, isn't it, when you go shopping and buying things for girls.
So you want the option. So if you were given a Myers gift card, then you can split different gifts up. Oh, okay, I see what she's coming from.
DIY.
Do it yourself. Okay.
That's a smart girl right there, see?
Okay.
See?
She's such a cutie. She's in here. She's helping out. She's just wonderful.
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? Retailers are cashing in $70 million a year on
because some people don't use it.
gift cards.
It's amazing.
It's 70 million.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That is a lot of money that's going down the tube. So
absolutely.
if you are buying a gift card or if you receive a gift card, please go and use it because 70 million a year.
Or rewrap it.
Or rewrap it and give it to someone else because at the moment 70 million is a lot of waste.
Or you just give cash. Like, I mean, that's why I prefer cash better than, you know, like the Asian culture, you know, New Year we get cash in a red pocket. I think that's even more useful. You will never leave cash unused. Would you agree?
I agree,
That's
but you
true.
know what? That's a culture that we have to break as well.
Yeah.
Do we feel comfortable
giving cash?
giving cash? Like
Cash is king.
Asians, we're it's a normal thing for us.
Yes.
And splitting the bill, that's not normal for us, right?
No, that's right. We had this conversation before, Phuong, right? When we go out, right, we tend to actually pay. Whoever asks you to go out for dinner, that person paid.
That's
But
right.
you notice now these days, you go out with other people, it's either we split the bill.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's another question as well. All this feminist movement thing, I want to bring this back up again. You touch base on this, right? All females want to be equal
Just
to us
to remind
male,
you, you're
right?
outnumbered.
I am. But my view, right, is that wouldn't you feel like a lady, right, when you actually go out on a date and the guy actually, look, I'll pay for dinner? Isn't it?
Okay, so I've gone out to
Yeah.
dinner on dates and I've offered to pay.
Yes.
But a gentleman, in his mindset, feels that as a man, he should pay.
That's right.
But then I asked another friend who is also single, male, and he's going out on a date, and I said, what do? Do you split the bill? He said, well, it really depends. If I like her, I'll pay. But if I don't really have this full, you know, feeling for her, I'll make her pay half.
Meow meow.
So I'm like, thank goodness, we're not ever going to
Exactly.
right?
You know, I actually went on dates before, like, this is like, you know, friggin' life.
Last
I
year.
can't remember.
Last year.
But when I was dating, the guy actually took me out and said he wouldn't pay for my meals and split it because he goes, why would I invest in you if you were with my girlfriend? I'm like, excuse me?
So
like,
what? So he's not going to pay the bill?
he goes, you know, if he pays for the whole bill, it means he's investing in me and we're not anything yet. I'm like, but isn't that why?
He wants assurance as well.
Yes,
I'm like, god damn. I'm like, all right, off, next.
So was this your first date?
No, it wasn't my... Yeah, first date.
First date, and he's saying
that
that
it's so weird.
already.
It's like he wants me to split. Everything is even. It's like, you know, you're a human being. You should pay for your own meal.
Yeah.
But I'm like, where is the...
Have you heard of people going on Tinder dates, but they'll go on Tinder dinner dates, but they want to get the other partner to pay for it, so it's a free meal?
Oh, that's ridiculous, isn't it?
There's girls out there that do it.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's just taking advantage of the poor
That
guy's
is.
heart. You know what I
That's a
mean?
gold
It really
digger.
is.
That's a
That's a
gold
gold
That's a gold digger.
I don't know,
right?
but I think like even just going to a meal, like I think it's not even about the food. It's almost like the company.
That's correct.
You know what I mean? Like
That's right.
if you go to someone, like you go to a meal just for the convenience, but you're really enjoying the other company.
Well, food isn't good if the company isn't good.
That's
Absolutely.
right. So you really, but then you're talking about going on a date. You go on a date. The aim and objective of the date is not to jump in someone's pants. The aim and objective of the date is actually getting to know each other.
Thank you, Davy.
I just want to clarify that because you're talking about Tinder and all that. That's so true.
Oh, no, I just had to bring Tinder in because the generation is starting to change.
It's changed. That's right.
Yeah.
It's so changed.
And it's not like it's used to.
Yes.
You know, there's a gentleman picks you up and takes you out, wine
That's
and
right.
dine, the proper way. It's not. Yeah.
He wants something in
It's
return.
Now it's
Yes.
giving the dinner.
That's right.
Oh, really? Skipping to dinner straight away?
That's right.
That's what Tinder is these days. So.
It's not about dinner. It's just about, you know, jumping your pants. I think that's so wrong. What happened to...
Straight to dessert.
That's correct.
And then, you know...
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Siobhan.
And you know, it's also like, it's almost like when you're trying to court a girl, like, you're missing all the whole journey of like, oh, she likes me, does she not? Like, flirting, it's like, oh, you know, is that a yes signal for me to like, you know, and go next signal? Or
right.
is it, look, you're missing the whole thing, like you swipe, oh, I'm dating now. Like,
That's
what
right.
the hell?
That's
you know?
my point. My point is that you're not building a relationship. You're not taking your time to learn that person.
Yeah,
you're losing that
personal
vibration. You learn that
touch.
person. So how can you have a successful relationship?
Do you think it's because of social media doing that?
Yes, hell yeah.
Yes.
Social media is it can be good and it can be bad.
But what is just a good only and no bad? Like, there's always two sides of it. There's like
For instance, social media is quite good. Let's say Riah, what she's doing is perfect for her.
Absolutely.
Because she's
She's
promoting herself, getting herself out there, her brand.
And no gatekeepers,
And
you know?
yeah, that's right. But the bad side is a lot of people out there, when you're talking about dating kind of thing, it's like you see a lot of girls up there, you know, they're going to be really...
Not just girls only.
And guys, are doing craziest thing on social media.
Dad,
Yes, darling?
Excuse me, you know when you say how girls are doing bad things?
Yes.
Actually, like, kidnappers and that go on there.
Yeah, that's one of my point.
And they, you know,
yeah.
so it's not all just
That's
girls.
Thank you, darling. Thank you for correcting that with me. Okay, so I'm going to turn your mic off now. So thank you for your time. But folks, that's 89.3 FM. Let's get some music started. I'm actually done up here.
You go, girl! High five! I told you you're outnumbered! I told you you're outnumbered!
That was just random.
I know it! Dad!
That's the last time coming here, though.
Isn't she amazing? Oh my god!
89.3 FM, folks, and welcome back. As always, guys, we are here to inspire you to take some actions and do something that you love. And as always, our station is here to actually allow people to have that opportunity to come in, share the journey, share their stories. And Phuong was actually touching base with us about her breakthrough during the Christmas break, was it, Phuong?
Yes,
yeah?
it was.
So you want to share that with our listeners. So what happened? You had a lot of blockages in your life. You would get confused with something.
Yeah, so what happened was, Power Speakers Institute, I had to find my key message. And I thought my key message was from fear to freedom. But when I was looking through research, through different web domains and books, if they had that name, and there were a few people who have written from fear to freedom. There was few from fear to freedom projects and all that sort of stuff. And I just, it didn't give me the goosebumps, but I was reading and researching so much that it just overwhelmed me.
Yeah.
And my friend said, step back. You need to stop and you need to actually think about you, because the answer is actually in you. And what I did was, there was one big chapter in my book that I'm writing, and I decided, okay, I need to stop and write that chapter. And it's a horrendous sort of chapter.
Okay.
And what I did was, I finished that chapter, walked away, and I took my daughter up to Shelley Beach. This is where I do my aqua yoga, and I do and I surf up there.
Oh, wow.
And we decided to go for a hike, and we went up to the mountain, up on this rock top, and my daughter and I meditate. And you'll have seen on Facebook that I meditate with my little girl. Yeah. So we do a lot of mindfulness together. And then what happened was, through our meditation, I had this word that came in, and it was, be one with fear.
Be one with fear. So what's your interpretation of be one with fear?
Be one with fear is actually to be with fear. So in order to overcome anything that you want, you got to be one with fear. So when I came back to work, I spoke to Jodie, who is my program manager, and she's my colleague, and I told her that. But she said she changed the word from be to at one with fear. From you are at one with fear. It's such a powerful message, and it's such a strong message. This is you, and you're a life coach, and you're coaching people. You want people to be at one with fear. You want them to understand the end goal is to overcome whatever it is. And I love the word one, because you're one with the universe when you meditate with enlightenment. And fear is such a thing that I love, like dancing with fear. Fear is something that I don't have. I don't feel fear anymore, and anything that I do is I don't stop myself. Whereas people procrastinate and they stop themselves because of fear. And fear is there to protect you. Right?
Yeah, fear in many ways is there to protect you, but then also you mentioned the word procrastination, and that's a valid point. I think a lot of people procrastinate a lot, and they don't actually doing what they want to do and reach out for their dreams. And I guess from your experience, so you're trying to say now is that fear is not an issue in your life no more, Phuong? Is that right?
For me, it isn't. I don't even think about it. Like if somebody said, "Oh, let's go bungee jumping," yep, I'll go bungee jumping. But the thing is that a priority in my life? If I was to go out on stage, do I have a fear? I mean, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, is practicing on speaking on the platform and being surrounded by people who want to make a difference and be on the platform and share that. But I have to go through this, and I don't, because of my purpose, I understand my purpose, my why. That's why you jump ahead. That's why you move forward faster.
That's right.
Yeah, and fear doesn't stop you.
And Maggie, you were touching base on this TripAdvisor. We're going to go a few more minutes. I'm just going to wrap it up as well. But before we actually go, Maggie, you mentioned something on social media about a TripAdvisor. What happened there, Maggie?
Well, yesterday, Dewey showed me, like, you know, this video went viral because it was an experiment that they did. This, you know, they said like they used TripAdvisor for reviews to go on like certain, you know, places that the people recommended. So then, you know, that's how it went so big, right? Because it's like a review platform. And he did an experiment that he turned his backyard into a restaurant. He said he's going to make it #1 restaurant on TripAdvisor.
Right.
Yeah, and he did that within. So it was an experiment, and he was able to manage it off. And what he did was, you know, he got friends and family to kind of start writing reviews. Of course, first of all, he made a website, looks really legit, and then get people to review it, which is friends and families, and then just get more people to review it, and then people start booking, and he keeps saying, oh, you know, it's booked out, so it's keep booking out.
Wow.
So within 7 months, like every single night from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock, it was, your phone just kept on ringing.
Wow.
And he kept it off for 7 months. He goes, okay, finally I need to turn this into a restaurant. He did it within, you know, 2 days.
Yeah. 22
hours. And he got some actors and actresses to come in, and then he was serving them like really like instant like
instant 2 minutes
spaghetti.
noodles.
Yeah, and people were like giving it really good reviews because he really put the image in their head, the hype in their head that it's going to be good. And he said that at the end of the message, he said that you can look at this and be fearful of what you're seeing on the internet, that people can do that to you. Or you can look at this as an inspiration that you can do anything. If I can turn this like non-existent restaurant into something that people keep on coming and making something like it, you can do this too.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Where is this backyard?
Amazing. There's like 54 million views.
Oh my
Where is this
God.
backyard?
Yeah, Dulwich in London.
Folks, Maggie
go.
was touching base on the fact that if you believe in your dreams and you do not
fear.
procrastinate, you conquer your fear, anything can happen. Is that right, Maggie?
Right.
For sure.
Folks, it's time for us to bid you a farewell. Thank you, Phuong, Siobhan, for being here, helping us out today. Fantastic job.
We love you.
And as always, guys, accept the negatives in your life. Have a great Australia Day.
Yeah, enjoy,
Same
guys.
time next week.
Yeah, same time next week.
Same time. Goodbye, folks, and have a nice weekend.
See ya.
Bye.
Keeps running in and out of her body. Count them every day. Her hair's
Yodo!
Enjoyed it.
Don't think she knows.
Surely did ourselves.
We finished! Yay! Hope you guys enjoyed that, guys. Tune in till next time.
Watch her video.
Yay! Yep.
Subscribe and like.